Hello, and happy time zone to you too, Lay. Good morning to you. If you see Fluffy here, it is because it is my cat's butt. She is sitting right there. Happy Thursday. Welcome back, Dream It Possible. Yes, the queue is open for anyone who would like to join in. We'll get started in a few moments once we give people a few more minutes to tune into the stream. I hope everyone's doing well today. If it's late in the day for you, let me know how your day has been so far. If it's the start of the day for you, then let me know what you have planned and what's going to be happening today. Oh, work dinner. Was it like a good one? Or was it one where you didn't really want to be there? It was like you just had to go because you had to go. Because some work dinners are nice. Ah, well, it's good it got better because that's better than it starting good and then getting worse. Oh, for your manager. That could go either way as well, depending if they're a good manager or not. My cat's going walkies all over the table. Ooh, a coffee shop. That's really nice, Lay. And 2 more final exams. That's a lot of exams. How did you go yesterday? You had an exam yesterday as well, right? And Neppy say awful, but she's lovely outside. Oh, that's very interesting. Nope, just realized I didn't grab my Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck. Let me grab that. I always forget it because I leave it like up on a shelf or like on top of my dresser, and then I forget to grab it. Oh, that's awesome that it went great. Just had to turn in a term paper and give a presentation on it. Ooh, very nice. Alright, we'll get started. So, Dream It Possible. Let me know what you would like a reading on. If you would like to choose your own deck as well, feel free to choose a deck. And we'll get right into it. Also, Neppy, I saw your message about my audio. I just clicked a button, so it should get better from now on because there's like this button at the back of my microphone where it's like like the circle or like the heart shape. Like it's not a heart shape, but I don't remember the actual names for them that determine like where it detects your audio coming from. So I selected the one that it's supposed to be on, that's usually on, which detects audio primarily from the front. And so the audio should not change from quiet to loud now. So thanks for letting me know. Great. I'm glad I didn't go on like that for like so long. We're only 7 minutes into the stream, so that's good. All right. So a general reading for Dream It Possible as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a card from this one. And that'll be sort of our like overarching theme card. So this is the Magdalene Oracle. And then we'll do some cards from the Rider-Waite to expand on the theme that comes from this deck. And something fun I like to do as well to help like draw the card is to ask the person. So, Dream It Possible, can you pick a number between 1 and 45 for your oracle card? Whatever number first comes to mind, between 1 and 45. 13? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hello, Moose. You've been in here before, I think, so welcome back. Yes, you have been here before. Glad to see you again. Hope you are doing well. You're second in the queue, and right now we're doing a reading for Dream It Possible. Alright, Dream. Universal Christ. Some of my decks have like, you know, like certain like Abrahamic religious themings, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that way if you're not of that religion. I'm actually not. So some of my decks just happen to be like that because I work with angels, and then angels, you know. Anyway, so don't be too worried if the wording doesn't resonate with you in like that specific wording. Alright, so this card says, the emptiness you presently feel is helping you reconnect to aspects of your nature that you have kept repressed for some time. Let go of all the distractions that surround you at present and bring your awareness within. In the empty spaces of your solitude, you will find a hidden treasure. This is a period of profound self-discovery. You need only listen to the whispers inside your heart. Ask yourself what it is you truly want from life, and remember that when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make leads to an outcome which is necessary for you to grow in love and wisdom. You will emerge from this phase with a clear direction for your life. As a result of this, some of your relationships are likely to go through major changes. Relationships that no longer serve you may come to an end while others become stronger and more meaningful. Trust the inner guidance you receive. It's a very strong card in terms of being in a spot where you're self-reflecting and having thoughts and considerations about where you want to go, who to keep around you, who to surround yourself with, and yeah, finding your path and such. So we'll draw some cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot to expand on this message for you. And it was very much a card of like looking within yourself. So you can see here there's a sort of like light between the eyes, so you're not using exactly your eyes to like see, but your mind's eye or your mind, your inner self to see. We have the world here. So in a sense, um, the world is in your hands, and there is a lot you might feel like there's a lot you can choose from at the moment, and you're not sure what is the correct choice to make, what might be like correct by standards that maybe you don't even understand. Like it's not even your own standards, but maybe there's some amalgamation of standards that you've gathered from other people, from society, from friendships, any other relationships. And at the same time, the world is the sense of completion and new beginnings. So like the Ouroboros, like the cycle of life. There was my cat again. She's definitely being very active today in the stream. And I also like to think when it comes to the world as well, in this sense, this idea of like you don't need to know exactly how everything's going to happen. Some things will just happen because they happen. Sometimes if we try to logic too much, we just end up restricting our own possibilities. See what other cards come through. Yep. Knight of Wands. So good time to take action in regards to anything that is within the realm of passion and the heart. If you're like waiting for like a sign to say like, or like some sort of sign or signal of go, like a green light or like to go. If you're wondering, is it time to make a move? Is it better to make the move or is it better to stay? This reading is saying that it is a good time to make a move. What's also coming to mind, I'm not sure if you're too into astrology, so this is just like throwing it out there. You could look into where the fire signs in your chart are, what they pertain to, what houses they're in, what they're related to see how they might be able to come out in this situation or at this current point of your life. I was just thinking about this card. When I saw the world, I was like, when I thought of this, I also thought of the Wheel of Fortune, which is really interesting. Because I was just thinking about the imagery of like the 4 animals in the corners for both cards. You know what I just realized? They're kind of the same animals or creatures. Like there's an angel figure here, and then there's like the head of a person. And then there's the bird head, and then there's the full bird here. And then there's the bull, and then there's the full bull here, and then the lion, and then like a full one there, and they all have wings. That's so interesting. This is my first time ever like realizing. And like, you know, there's a snake here on the side, and there's like a... Well, there's not really a snake on this one, but like sometimes the circle or the oval is associated with like snakes. So that's really interesting. It like indicates some sort of like evolution or evolving, you know? Some sort of... I'm seeing like a completion, something wrapping up, and then that is going to motivate you into some new action, and you'll see like this development. Just like the 4 creatures or like animals or beings in the corners. You don't have to know what it's going to look like now, but this is also to say that there is something very much possible for you to come into fruition, to develop, to become something more, to become more fleshed out. And it's all about going along on the journey. And as the universal card said, to really listen to yourself internally, to understand your surroundings, your surrounding relationships and friendships and how they influence your passions and desires, are there any dreams you have at the moment that you want to act on? And perhaps there's some inner self-talk that's preventing you from pursuing that, and where does that inner self-talk come from? Yeah, I think that's the message. That's your reading. I hope that resonated with you. It's definitely a positive one that's encouraging you to reflect and see things not just with your eyes, but like with your mind, and to take action behind something that is really firing yourself, like firing up, like you're fired up about it in a good way. And you don't necessarily need to let others or these self-restricting ideas prevent you from pursuing it, because I'm seeing like some really good fortune coming here, like no pun intended, wheel of fortune, but some good change and fortune coming your way. And your whatever your ideas are, they are going to develop into something really full and complete. And just like how we saw in these cards, the four animals or beings or creatures develop from their heads into like their full selves, you're going to look back one day on this and realize how much has changed and grown and developed and evolved. Let me know if that resonated with you, and if you have any questions or need me to elaborate on anything, Dream. You are welcome. And I'm happy to have been able to give you a positive reading as well. And for anyone here who is tuning in, feel free to join the queue. I do see Neppy has joined the queue as well, so we have two other people. Yeah, and then we'll see who else joins in. Thank you for wishing me a blessed, thankful Thursday. I wish you one as well, and I'm happy that you're glad. And for anyone who's tuning in as well, you are more than welcome to, let me point correctly, down there, here, yes, my link for my Ko-fi. Feel free to donate. It's not mandatory, though it really helps in offering these free readings. And yeah, I put a lot of the funds back into developing the stream. And yes, you get priority in the queue if you're currently in the queue or are just about to join the queue. But yeah, these, because I'm going to be doing weekly free readings as I have been doing for the last few weeks. And yeah, donations are much appreciated and help a lot in developing the stream. Alright, let's stop plugging and let's get back to the readings. So, Moose, if you're here, let me know what you would like a reading on and we can get right into it. And also let me know if you have a preference of deck. Oh, cat's back again. What do you want? Alright, let me see if my cat wants to get out of the room or something, because she keeps jumping onto the desk. Yes, it's Hanyo. Ah, yes. Thank you, Kitty Law. Since your name is Kitty Law, then it must mean that officially the cat is a nice cat. Yeah, I've just let her out and she'll come back in when she comes back in. Alright, Miss, you're asking what was Jay thinking when he was staring at me? What's his next move? Oh, okay. Interesting. Welcome to the stream as well, Kitty Law. If you're after reading, feel free to run that join command to join the queue. And not mandatory, but if you would like, if you feel called to it, feel free to donate to my Ko-fi. Alright. Let's see. Queen of Wands is a nice card to get in regards to what someone's thinking about another person. Four of Wands as well. There's a lot of wands. It's a lot around passion, growth, fire. Matters of the heart. Or at least in my association. Not sure if that's actually an association. So like, you know, the swords are more like of the mind. So like, I see the wands as more of the heart. Oh, more wands. If you ask the same question, well, it depends if Jay is someone that's associated with you as well. Because it seems like a very specific thing. Do you mean if you ask the same question from like a different stream, if you'll get the same answer over here? Because you're more than welcome to try it out. Like, I can't really stop you from doing that. So for you, Moose, has there been any like fighting or conflicts recently, whether that's in your community, whether if it's like if you're in a class together, if that's in class, or at the workplace, if it's work? Maybe he's had like people in his life under conflict or fighting, or you have maybe between the two of you as well. I don't see it as like the primary thing of like when you say like what was he thinking. I see it more as a like a contextual, like on the outline. No. Alright. Just double checking in case there was something there. Well, with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands, it feels like there's this idea of like going. Okay. This is like just coming to mind because I didn't plan to say this, but then I started saying it like going somewhere together. Oh, with a group of friends. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so like some sort of party maybe. There's some sort of party coming up, some sort of celebration, some sort of occasion where it's not just like the two of you, but like there'll be like a few people there. Maybe some sort of event coming up that he would like to see you there. I get the sense he was like, when he was like looking at you, it was like in the sense of distraction, like he was distracted from whatever he was doing with his friends. He said he was with a group of friends, and like the vibe I'm getting from this like Five of Wands card is he was with friends, but then I don't think it's a bad, like I don't think it's a talking bad thing, because the only card that's coming through of like that similar nature is like the Five of Wands, and it stated that he was with a group. The Queen of Wands is quite a positive card to regard someone as, like when thinking about someone who is like sure of themselves, sure of themselves, and someone who's like, you know how there's like sunflowers in the card? It's like looking towards the sun, and the sun is like one of the most positive cards in the deck. And a queen is like of high regard, of course. Hello, Vivi. Welcome in. I'm trying to consider what, like, in answering his next move. Something fast because of the 8 of Wands. So some sort of fast. Something fast. And strength as well. Let's get another card for this next move. You know what? I'm gonna actually grab a card from a different deck. I'm gonna use this one. What is Jay's next move? Oops, those ones I just like dropped. Okay. Look at this. They're both basically the Queen of Wands. So we see here it's like... And it fell on top of the Queen of Wands. And they're both like holding wands. So I certainly think that there's some sort of impression of you here. Perhaps if he sees you as someone who was quite passionate, someone who was quite creative, someone who gives off this vibe that they know what they're doing, they know what they want. That's a nice card as well. Bottom, Hierophant. And again, queens are in high regard, of course. Strength again. Okay. Let's look at the guidebook, what it says about strength, because it could lend us some insights. Your ability to move through fear, to find the unshakable power within yourself. The burly warrior bars the way and challenges anyone to hand-to-hand combat. I think you can expect him to approach you quite soon. Not for a fight, like the card says, that's just the card. But like when I got this card, it was in the sense of like approaching, and you're like representing the strength. So when I associate the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Strength, together with this strength card, and of course this one, but this one in particular, you're meant to be representing the strength. And he's trying to find a way to approach you. But like he's also... He wants to be kind of subtle about it. He doesn't want to be very like... He doesn't want to be very outward. So he wants to do it like soon, and it's like fast. But also in a way that's like living up to something, like proving something, or like... It seems he regards you quite highly and doesn't want to like... What's the thought? It's like, you know, in this card, like when a warrior like approaches another warrior, they don't want to seem like they're weak or they can't put up a fight. They don't want to be like, they don't want to get beat up, of course. So yeah, I do see that there might be some sort of occasion soon that he may want to approach you about. He does see you in high regard, like someone who is quite passionate and strong and fiery. And and that it seems like something will be happening soon in regards to approaching you and him trying to navigate this way of like being in your vibe without losing like his cool. You know what I mean? Like he wants to stay cool as well. Hey Vanji, welcome in. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you are doing well. Let me know if you have any questions, Moose, on this. Oh, the Magician. The Magician is a wonderful card in manifestation, and you have everything that you need at the moment to do what you want to do, and being in a comfortable position with all the suits. So I'm reading it as quite a positive situation, and also an opportunity for you to manifest what you would like, and to remember your own power. Like, don't put yourself down if you are in this situation. Don't see yourself as less than you are, because don't settle for less is what I'm hearing, and keep a higher standard for yourself. Whether this is someone who has potential romance, whether that's someone who's potentially like friendship wise, whether it's like some sort of connection that might be beneficial to you. In any case, don't settle for less, and remember your own strength and power in this situation as well. And also be open to invitations is what I'm hearing too. I'm just going to quickly close my door because my cat came back in. You are welcome. Best of luck with however this may go with Jay. It's whatever you may desire from the situation. Oopsie. Let's keep the mat in place. Neppy, it's your turn. What would you like a reading on? And let me know if you have a preference of deck. The least common reading. I feel like the boring answer is the readings that I don't want to do. The least common readings are the ones that I say not to do. How else could I answer that? Yeah. I mean, that is basically my answer. The least common readings I do are the ones that I don't want to do because I'm quite, like, I am... Oh, I do believe that the readings that I do end up doing and that come to me are usually ones I can do and like to do. Knight of Swords and Queen of Swords. Stay true to yourself. Take action behind your thoughts. Have honesty. Queen of Swords is also associated with Hecate, which is nice. If you want to know the least common reading I do for people, then that would be probably angel readings. I don't do as many angel readings. I do a lot of general readings, and I tend to do a lot of readings with deities. But angel readings, I don't do as much of. If you're interested in a reading I do less commonly, that I am happy to do. Hello, Lady Palace Athena. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Neppy, for an angel reading, it's basically it's like a deity reading, right? Like a deity reading is a reading with a deity. So an angel reading is a reading with an angel or the angels collectively. So you can pick a specific archangel, or you can choose. You can just say, "I'd like a reading from the angels." Okay, well, interesting thing about angels is that they are they are the most unconditional spirit you could ever work with, in saying, like, meaning you don't even have to have an established relationship with them, or working or worship, like veneration with them. You can just call out to them and ask them for something, because they're a spirit that is like unconditional. They love to help us and they are there for us, but they do follow the laws of free will. And I say that very vaguely, in the sense of that they won't interfere with us or be all over our space if we don't invite them into our space. So yeah, like, for example, if you are ever in a situation where you are in need of some protection for some reason, you can just call on Archangel Michael, and likely he will come, because you called on him for like a specific, like you called on him, and that's how it works. Yeah, so okay, also the other thing I was going to say is that the concept "I don't have an angel," well, actually there is a system that you can use to see who your angels, quote unquote, are, in the sense of that there is a system, like a magical system, like of angels, called the Ars Paulina, or the Pauline art. And there is some like Solomonic stuff in there, and like seals and such. But what I'm trying to refer to here is that there are actually angels associated with different star signs. So you can like see who your sun and moon angels are. Let me grab the list and send it in the chat for anyone who would like to take a peek. So, okay, that did not display in the way I liked it. I wanted it to display. Anyway, okay, I'm glad you're doing okay, Palace Athena. Digging out the onions. I used to hate onions in my food, and now I don't so much. But yeah, my sun angel is Archangel Haniel, which is very funny because my cat's name is Haniel. But Haniel, who is the Archangel of Grace and Harmony. And yes, she's my sun angel. And my moon angel is Zadkiel, because my moon sign is Pisces. And he's also my rising angel, though sun and moon angel are usually like the primary ones. So Zadkiel. And Zadkiel is, I need to remember, he is the angel of mercy. So he usually brings relief from like pain and stress, anxiety, tension. He helps people calm down. He's very soothing. Helps with also opening up spiritual abilities. So you might be able to tell from my personality, my angels as well, because yes, I'm associated with the angels, like my moon, sun, and rising are associated with the angels of harmony, grace, mercy, calming, and soothing. Purple onions. Yep, that makes sense. I love white onions, or like brown onions, however you want to call it. But yeah, purple onions are not. I'm very picky about when I like them. Neppy, your sun angel is Haniel. Your moon angels, Michael, and your rising is Raphael. That is a really great team. So you have the Archangel of Harmony and Grace for your sun angel, and you have the Archangel of Protection for your moon, and the angel of healing as your rising, which is amazing. Because Michael and Raphael are like they're like part of like the big 3 or 4, depending on like your thing. So if the big 3, it may be Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. If it's the big 4, then it's those 3 plus Uriel. So yeah, you have some strong angels in your team, in terms of your signs. Yeah. There's some cool ones. So for Raphael, brings physical, mental, emotional, and physical healing. And Michael protects, defends, and repels against negative energies, brings courage, and helps cut negative ties. So if you ever need to call on them for that sort of thing, you can. And as I mentioned, they are quite like, there's no like initiatory thing. You can just call out to them and invite them forth. And it's cool that you're Moon Pisces as well, Vanji. If anyone else wants to let us know what your angels are associated with your big three, let us know in the chat, because it'll be cool to see who's associated with your signs and then how they might resonate with you, about like what kind of angels they are, or like what they're the angels of. All right, let's do an angel reading for you. We'll actually do the reading. So of course we're going to get our angel decks. I have this one too. This is called Angels for the Modern Mystic. It's a 44 card oracle deck. Oh no, Vivi. Okay, see you. Thanks for joining in. Yes, as you can tell, I love angels. You can tell that I am someone who works with angels with all my angel decks. I have another one too, like on my dresser, but I don't really like that one. So that one stays there. All right. For Lady Pallas Athena, your sun is Raphael, the Archangel of Healing. Your moon is also Raphael, the Archangel of Healing. And your rising is Samael. Samael, I think... yes, he's the Archangel of Execution or Destruction. So a bit more of like a, in a way, like harsher version of like Archangel Michael. Very good for removing negative energies and any like one who wishes harm on you. Like if you sort of like return to sender vibes, or like transmuting other people's like negative energy towards you into something better for yourself. Which works really well with the fact that your sun and moon angels are Raphael. So transmuting the things that come towards you from other people, like negative energies from other people, into healing for yourself. Anyway, that's angel stuff. This deck is, what did I say again? 44 cards. So Neppy, choose a number between 1 and 44, please. Vanji, can you clarify what you mean? How do we search it? What would you like to search? It's actually funny you say that, because it's not actually a pain, considering the fact that 44 is just the second last card. So I can just pick the second last card. Oh, I mean, I sent a list up there. It's a message from me, so you can see it because it has the red icon, and it has the list of the angels associated with which star sign. But after this reading, I can also send some more resources if you want to look into some other stuff. But yeah, just scroll up a bit, and I sent a message with the list. It's just in a paragraph form, so it's a bit wonky. If that's what you mean. All right, card 43. So it's the second last one here. So this is the art on your one. And then when we turn it around, you have the Angel of Courage. And it's a long text, as you can see, so let me read it out to you. The Angel of Courage, be unstoppable. To fully experience is to be fully alive. Ask the Angel of Courage to remind you that your life is meant to be lived to the full. If you feel drained of joy, stuck in a rut, fearful of taking risks, or bored with your daily routine, you may have lost sight of the fact that life is not about the destination, it is the journey. A ride. Yes, there will be lows, but also thrilling highs. It's time to banish the fear and reconnect with your childhood excitement. It's there just waiting within you. You don't need to throw caution to the wind, but you should allow the angel of courage to help you rediscover your passions and spontaneity. So being spontaneous. Take a small but courageous step. This can be as simple as learning something new or doing things in a new way. Or it can be finding the determination and courage to be true to who you are, not what others expect you to be. Believe in your ability to achieve your goals and dreams. When you see life as an adventure and throw yourself passionately into that adventure, there is no limit to what you might discover. That's nice. That's your overall theme from the angels. They're saying to be courageous, to go out there, to put yourself out there, to take that leap of faith, to take that step, and to reconnect with yourself if you're feeling like there's a bit of lack at the moment in terms of what's going on at the moment. Let's get a couple from the Angel Tarot by Travis McHenry. Vanji, your angels are Zadkiel for Sun and Moon, and Rising Raphael. Amazing. So a very healing, soothing energy for you from your angels. You can call on them if you... Yeah. Two angels for Pisces. So that's like traditional versus modern. So as Azariel can be considered an angel for Pisces as well. I think Azariel is angel of the sea. Also, yeah, it does look like it'd be big cards when they're in, if you mean the ones in this box. Looks like it'd be giant, but it's not. The guidebook is giant though. Hello there, Elder Alchemist. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for joining. I hope you're doing well. If it's near the end of the day for you, let me know how your day was. And if it's the start of the day, then let me know if you have any good plans for today. Any good things going on. Alright, let's get 2 cards from here for you, Neppy. For your message from the angels. It'd be really funny if I drew the cards of your big 3 angels, but we'll see. Because, oopsie. Okay, I didn't want 3, but now we have 3. Officially at work. Oh, yes. That makes sense. In and out. That is all good. I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. And your team came through. Everyone's in a dress. Alright. Alright, so we've got some different angels. Not part of your angels. So we have the 8 of Swords, which is Mabahel. God, Protector and Savior. This one says truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. We have Elel, the 3 of Pentacles. God, hearing lamentations. Mental force, protects against sorrows and illness. And then we have Chawukaiya, the god of joy, which is temperance, reconciliation, regains the favor of those who one has offended. So there's a lot of protection, of course, around you with these angels, and also this sense of people and being able to discern when you feel like you're a bit untrusting towards some people, it's like this balance of like, yes, there are some people that you probably shouldn't engage with too much, like as much as you usually do, or as much as you might have in the past, or even at all. If they are expressing like forms of like jealousy and trying to like put you down, if you feel like you're in conversations a lot with them and they're always saying something negative, questioning you and stuff like that. And the angels are saying, of course, to trust your sense of truth and justice in these situations. And to, at the same time, be discerning. So when you develop these thought patterns, and sometimes when we come across people who are like that, we sometimes apply that to everyone, and it doesn't have to be the case. So it's also, these angels are also saying to also be open to others, to not apply very generally this mindset of who people are and what their actions mean. Don't be afraid of, as this card says, like reconciliation, and whether that's yourself or other people, like so you going to another person or them coming to you to reconcile, and to, yeah, basically like I'm hearing the sense of letting go of something that's really been on your mind. So it's something, maybe there's something you've been wanting to do, it's been on your mind, but you've been a bit intimidated or afraid to do it, and it would be good to like it for you. It like might help more to just do it than to not, and that is associated with the courage as well. I believe this idea of just people, like people are people, and sometimes you've got to let them go, and sometimes you've got to reach out as well. And in any case, you are protected. So the angels are protecting you and guiding you in this area to, yeah, be able to discern your interactions with people and whether or not they have like the best in mind for you. And if not, then to be able to work through that. And if they do, then to be courageous enough to not take advantage, but like to embrace that, to embrace the idea that there are people who want to support you and your moves of courage that you might be contemplating or planning or will do in the future. Hello, Frosty Marts. Welcome into the stream. I hope you are doing well. Also, with the Three of Pentacles here, Neppy, don't be afraid to learn. To be a learner and a teacher, to be a teacher and a learner. It's all like temperance. There's like two cups that flow into each other and can help release from any Eight of Swords type of mindsets and any like self-restricting mindsets that prevent you from pursuing this courage that the Angel of Courage has brought forth. I'm going to pull a card as well from the Archangel Gabriel deck. And this one I think is a bit more like a call to action. Something that you might want to do or keep in mind going forward in regards to the situation or message that this reading is about. Part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, and helping young people. That makes sense, considering you want to be a teacher. Yeah. And then the Three of Pentacles is in relation to teaching as well. So this might be to do with like, maybe even going to uni. Maybe your studies. Because like, look at this person with a backpack as well, right? They like have a backpack, going to uni. maybe if you're worried about any like social based things, how people will be like and how you'll be treated at uni, you'll be fine. Like the the people will be welcoming, and you should trust yourself to be able to discern people, and also to not blame yourself if like things happen or things don't go your way. You know, you're just experiencing things, as the angel of courage said. It's about the journey, not the destination. Experience things as they are rather than trying to read into things too much or plan ahead too much. Plan ahead, of course, but not in a manner of overthinking. Let's get. Do you mean this one? This card or different card? Yes, I can send you a picture of that one. Let's get one more of these for you. That's 2 cards. Okay, I guess you get more. Keep going. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion and stay true to yourself. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. Alright. I'll actually send you that picture right now. But yeah, I hope that reading resonated with you, Neppy. And I hope that it provided you maybe some insight or guidance for a situation or feeling or something you're going through at the moment, and the angels are able to help you because they are here for you. Oh, for you, Moose, you have Sun Zadkiel, Moon Samael, and Rising Cassiel. Uh-huh. So your sun... Oh, I'm clicking things. Your sun angel is the angel of mercy, and your moon angel is the angel of execution or destruction, and your rising angel is the angel of temperance. So Cassiel brings stillness, solitude, and isolation, helps with self-control, meditation, slowing things down. So think of the cards of course, temperance in tarot and the hermit when it comes to Cassiel. Oh, you mean like the angel names? Yeah, I don't get to say them very often. Usually it's online, I type them. Sun and moon like seem like complete opposites can be a good thing as well, because it means there's some sort of balance. I think something that's really interesting when it comes to our angels, like our astrological angels, is seeing the relationship that they have, like how they may interact with each other, or how their domains may interact with each other to form some sort of combination in how you may experience them or how they may influence you in your life. Because there was someone, another angel worker who I learned a lot from and I admire really greatly. She had, I think she also had Raphael and Samael as part of her main ones, and then she was saying something about it. Oh, thank you, Neppy. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you, as always. Thank you so much. Alright, let's put these cards back together. Kitty Law, if you're still here, then please let me know what you would like a reading on. Let me see if I can find the thing I'm talking about. Future reading for May. Hello, Eternal Peace. Thank you for joining, if I didn't say that already. And it's good to see you again. Do you have a preference in deck Kitty Law? So I'm probably going to use Tarot to read for that. We can use the Rider-Waite. We can use the Dungeons and Dragons. We could use Angel Tarot. Or if you are a worshipper of Hecate, I can also use this Ethereal Visions Tarot deck, which I only use for Hecate. So if you worship her, then that's an option too. Let me know. Otherwise, I can choose for you as well. I am going to also link in the chat a blog of a fellow angel practitioner. She is an angel therapy practitioner in training. She's quite a bit more engaged with the practice. My practice is a bit less dedicated to angels because I mainly work with Hecate. That's my primary. She's my primary deity and like spiritual practice at this time. In terms of, and also don't worry about interrupting Neppy. Yes, I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra Sun. Libra Sun, Pisces Moon, and Sagittarius Rising. But yeah, for that blog I just linked, you can search up like Archangel Raphael, and then you'll see all her posts on Raphael, or like to do with Raphael. I'll just use the classic Rider-Waite for you, Kitty, so don't worry. Yes, my birthday is the 19th of October. And I'm 22 years old, so you can probably calculate the birth year. Looks Looks like it's gonna be a positive month. Okay, so a future reading for May. So when I do readings for the month ahead, I like to do a card for each of the weeks. So 4 cards, like 1 card for each of the 4 weeks. And then we can also pull some cards in terms of like the general theme, or like maybe like 5. So far we already had the sun pop out, so that's a very positive card, a nice outlook on the month. Also in terms of like connection with like yourself, like inner child, or with other children. Oh. So get 1 card. There's 1 card for the first week, the second week, 3rd week. And let's get 1 more for the 4th week. You were so quick with those ones, deck, and now you're not being quick at all with this one. Yeah, we'll take that one. Oh, take that one too. Alright. Week 1. Week 2. I mean, yes, week 2. Week 3. Week 4. Let's grab one of these cards for an overall theme as well. So Kitty, can you choose a number between 1 and 45, please? Between 1 and 45. Kara, welcome to the stream. Hello, hope you're doing well. So you can do that command just up there, the join command, to join the queue. And yeah. And if you donate, you get bumped up to the top of the queue. Though it's not required. You just have to be a bit patient as we work through all the readings. For now, I'm just going to close the queue since we've had a few people queue up, and then we'll get through all the readings first and then see how we feel once we get there. If you would prefer for me to do random, then I can just pick a random card as well. Though the 1 to 45 is meant to be RNG in the first place, because it's for a number that comes to you and then I'm shuffling. So, alright, we'll do a random one. There we go. The secrets. So the secrets associated with, there's like 2 people that is like around you, and you know something or are going to find out something from one of them, or even both of them, that you're unsure about what to do about, whether you share that, whether you don't share it. But it is going to be some sort of information that is a weight on you, or something that will force you to make some sort of decision. So that is an overarching theme. So something to do with like getting some sort of information that others don't know or that you didn't know, and then now it will determine something during the month of May for you. So whether that's determine a move. I am seeing a lot of movement for you. So the 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is also with the Knight of Wands. So whether this is like physical travel or some sort of like mental travel or spiritual travel, there may be some sort of travel involved. In the first week, we have this idea of moving and leaving something behind that doesn't serve you anymore, or that you want to move away from on purpose. It's essentially grabbing what is important to you, taking it, and then leaving with that. And it's sort of like if you're currently in some sort of like turbulent waters, or some sort of like, as we can see here, the waters. this move will be a transition from the turbulent water to the still water, and you may not experience the still water until later on in the month, though you may expect some form of needing to leave something behind in the first week of May, and some sort of transition. The Ace of Wands is associated with something like fast and something quite potentially coming in. So we'll draw a card to clarify that one. Though in general, okay, thanks, deck. Seems like a lot of things are going to be happening for you in May in terms of some sort of new path of growth, or something you're opening up to, something you're leaving behind to explore, something that you've been wanting to do but then haven't given yourself the chance for, or some sort of like escape or movement away from a situation. In terms of the Ace of Wands and what's coming in fast, something of a celebration, maybe some sort of milestone, an opportunity to be able to take a form or like a position of leadership, or some sort of like quite structured role in regards to communication. So whether that's in a group setting, like being able to like speak your mind and being like confident in that, whether that's like actually like taking on a leadership role in some sort of group and place. The Wheel of Fortune as well is fast moving fortune. So something that's coming in that you've been waiting on, something that you've been working towards, and something that will open up. So I'm seeing like after this movement that happens in the first week of May, you'll very quickly open up to all of these new things here. So some sort of milestone celebration, some sort of strong position of communication, something of the mind, and a lot of fortune as well. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor at a fast pace, so faster than you will expect. Page of Pentacles is you embarking on a new journey that's to do with something of material, of wealth, of career, perhaps some sort of new idea, some sort of new opportunity coming your way. Maybe you're leaving one thing and then you're kicking some goals, and then you receive this new pentacle, this new opportunity. I'm not sure if you are. Could be if you're leaving something and then you're like wanting to leave something, and then something fast moves and like fast tracks into your new path. Whatever it is that you're moving on from in the first week is definitely going to be connected to the third week as well. So something you've been holding out for, something that you've been really wanting. And we can see here with the Ten of Swords, it's not a nice card to get often. Though the good thing with the Ten of Swords is that it's not like all hope is lost. You've been through a lot of stuff, and it's been quite like this. The words coming to mind is like downtrodden, but then the yellow in the background, like it's not just a full black sky, like not a full grey and black sky. There's yellow in the background as well, which is meant to imply something good coming up and hope coming through. And the yellow in that sky is connected to this one here. You are planning to see a doctor. That sounds like it's a good thing. I'm assuming it's a good thing for you, or may have some good opportunities. Good opportunities isn't the right word. Positive outcomes. feels like it's about time, you know. In May, something is coming to fruition, and it's about time that it's happened. Especially with this 10 of Swords, and then for week 4, you have the 7 of Pentacles, where, in a sense, you've seen the growth. And I find it interesting that you go from the Page of Pentacles right to the 7 of Pentacles. If we think about it as well, with the first of sorry, not the first. Now that is incorrect. The Page of Pentacles, it's 1, and then here with the 7. So if you go from 1 to 7, of course, it's the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is associated with like this give and take and this generosity and this balance. And yeah, as I said, generosity. So you see sort of the transition here between the Page and the 7 being the sense of generosity from someone. Something coming through to be able to balance things out. Give him migraines and toothache. That's not good. Sorry to hear that. I think you will get it sorted out. I think you'll be able to. You'll experience some more movement around that in the second week of May. And it you know, you might wonder like, oh, is it really getting better because you're still experiencing things like during May? But just because it's still happening doesn't mean progress isn't happening or healing isn't happening. So that's something to remember as well. You'll be ready for something new by the time it's the end of May. Like you'll like whatever you've been working on for the rest of the month, you'll see like the growth and the result of it, and you'll be ready. Like it's not like something completely new, but you'll be ready to like go forth. Knight of Wands, this idea of like, because it's not a conclusion, it's not like the 10 or like the world or something. It's not like this is the end. This is, you've seen something come to life, and then now it's time to get moving. I do see good things happening in May for you. It's like this idea of you're acknowledging that of course there is some sort of pain and like experiences that you're going through, and it's not all like fine and dandy, but at the same time like you're going to be able to overcome these things. You'll be able to see the result of fortune, the result of celebration. You'll be able to see good outcomes, and it'll come faster than you think, faster than you realize it will come. And it's like by the time you get here to the 4th week of May, you'll look back and you realize, oh wow, like that, all of that happened, and all of that. I mean, I don't know what you mean when you say like, I want to hear the truth, because I'm like, there's no reason I wouldn't be telling you the truth. And if it's not resonating with you, then it doesn't resonate with you. Readers aren't here to bullshit you. If you think that's the case, then, or if that's what they're doing, then that's what they're doing. So my summary just then is basically the summary of the reading. Might not be smooth sailing. There will obviously be situations and times where you'll feel it and you'll have to go through it. And at the same time, you will see good things coming your way as well. And you will see things working out in your favor, and you'll be surprised at the things that work out. I mean, the only ending that's coming through here is the Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords is meant to be implying that you've already been through something. And then now it's like hope is on the horizon, and there's a transition between the Ten of Swords into whatever new is coming. There's no clear like implication of an ending in whatever manner is coming to mind for you. Because even like, good night, Nappy, and yes, have a good rest and have a good sleep. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in as always. On the contrary, there is no, like, I'm seeing more new beginnings here or more continuations of something more than like endings. Like there is hardly any implication of an ending here in the reading. Yeah, some things might happen faster than you realize. Which the Eight of Wands is usually associated with. Best of luck with your appointments, and I hope that you do get your things sorted out. The thing to remember as well, like if you're getting divination about the month ahead, is that like these things can change. So when people do readings on things like the future, such as the month ahead, it is reading the current energy of what might happen. So it could change. And future readings are not so much to be relied on for like exact outcomes, but can help in terms of like helping the mindset that you approach things with, and getting a better perspective mentally, psychologically, because divination isn't only or always, or even some people don't even believe that it's for future telling, but it can help us gain insight on things for us to navigate. Yeah, navigate the future. Hey, Neppy. Yeah, TikToks are fast paced and you might end up doom scrolling, so you're more than welcome to stay here and go to sleep. Yeah, that's really fair, Neppy. I think it's important to disclaim, like whenever I do readings for the future, it's like just because a reader can do a reading about the future doesn't mean that what they say is actually going to happen, because energy changes. Every choice we make may change things. We have free will, so we can just do something. Like, you get a reading on one thing, you do something completely different because you got the reading about that one thing. Now, of course, the outcome's going to change because you did something completely different. And also when it comes to things like appointments as well, and like how people might interact with how your month goes, then every single person has, like, imagine like your choices will change things. Imagine all the surrounding people making choices, and then all of those choices change things. So you know, it's best to go forward with an open mind, and yeah, try your best to have optimism. Hello Phantom Punk, welcome to the stream, thanks for coming back. The queue is closed at the moment because we have a few people on the list and I want to be able to get through them and make sure, yeah, they don't miss out. So stick around. If we open the queue again, you can join in, and yeah, feel free to hang out. Vanji, if you're still in here, please let me know what you would like a reading on. Alright, angel reading. I knew it because you queued when we were talking about angels. Okay, do you want an angel reading like Neppy had? It was like general, like from the angels generally? Or do you want from a specific archangel? I love angel readings because it's so true. They have such a loving energy, like an unconditional loving energy. They want to help us. They want to be here and they want to be acknowledged. So I think that's a good thing. Angels provide us a lot of guidance and comfort as well if we need it. Alright, Vanji, pick a number between 1 and 44. And we'll grab your card. That will be our overall theme for your reading. 37. Alright. Nope. Alright, let's count to 37. Or we can count backwards, but we can count to 37. There we go. 37. You got the Angel of Curiosity. Alright, let's give this a read. The Angel of Curiosity. Ask more questions. Inquisitiveness is the foundation of a fulfilling life. Ask the Angel of Curiosity to help open your mind. If you aren't interested in any opinions by your own, if your mind is closed, if you think you know all the answers, your life will lack purpose. Curiosity brings excitement, and it is what makes you feel truly alive. Allow the Angel of Curiosity to fill you up with the wonder of a child again, and help you see the world as a place of endless discovery and enlightenment. Be curious about yourself. Who are you? What matters to you? What do you want to discover more about? Get curious about others too. Why do they behave the way they do? What can you learn from them? Seek out perspectives that are different from your own. Focus on asking questions rather than finding answers. When something is unknown, the learning and evolution stops. When something is known, the learning and evolution stops. Never stop asking why. That's a nice one. Don't stop being curious. Being curious is good. Asking questions is good. Alright, let's get some angel cards for you from the Angel Tarot. I'm glad you love it. I think it's great. I've been wanting to use these cards, but I haven't had a chance. So I'm glad to be using them now. Oh, they're a bit stuck. There we go. Wow, they're slipping away. Oh, nice. So you got the Page of Cups. Yazel, God who rejoices. Divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. The Page of Cups. And we also have the Ace of Wands, or Mayel, which is the patience god. Fertility and multiplicity protects against despair, helps one be patient. I think that's lovely. Divine comfort and divine patience. You are in a position where you should allow yourself to find comfort and be comforted. It can be hard when a lot of things are happening, when you're being forced to do a lot, when there are things to do, when there's time to be productive, when it's like you feel like you can't rest, you can't stop and think like about be curious, you can't stop and be curious. But the angels are here to say that, you know, if not now, then when? Sort of like, if not now to allow yourself to find comfort and be calm, then when will there be time to find comfort and be calm? Because a lot of the time we are busy, and a lot of the time, the only times we aren't, like, a lot of the time, the only time that we can find to not be in this very busy, productive, always moving state is when we unfortunately like burn out and crash and have to we're forced to take that time, or when you go like on some sort of holiday or something, which tends to be rare for a lot of people already. And the angel Omael wants to tell you that you can trust that the things that you're wanting to manifest right now and bring into your life, especially things that are based in what you want to grow and what you're passionate about. Fertility isn't just associated with like babies and families, but also the idea of growth and fertility elsewhere in other areas of your life too. So you can trust at this time that the angels or the universe or things are working in your favor. And yes, be curious. And in that curiosity, yeah. Patient curiosity and comfort. That's so sweet. It is really sweet. It really connects to how your summer is going to go. You want to do a million things at once. Oh, that's so true. Research about help hop, research about vet stuff. Yeah. Continue being curious. It's a good thing. We'll get a card for you from this deck as well. But yeah, you'll have time to be patient, to be confident, be calm. at the same time, don't lose that curiosity, because it's a good quality to have. Share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. And we'll get one more here from you for you. Okay, I just threw a billion cards out. Let's not do that. Perfectionism. Polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionist fear to result in procrastination. Yep. Share your art with the world and don't be too much of a perfectionist. Are your calls to actions from this oracle deck? That's a nice reading. Angel readings are great because they are very good for guidance and comfort and just being very encouraging. Yeah, it's definitely a easier said than done sort of thing, but it's good to be reminded sometimes of it as well. What I'm hearing right now, especially when it comes to your plans for summer, done is better than perfect. And trying and whatever the result may be, whether that's success or failure or somewhere in between, and doesn't have to be that black and white, is better than not doing it at all. Always better to go for it than to not do it at all. Within reason, of course, and within a responsible manner. Eternal Peace, it's your turn. Let me know what you would like for your reading. And Vanjie, I'm really glad it resonated with you. Yes, go back to studying, and yeah, more than happy to do more angel readings in the future and talk about angels, because they're an underrated part of my practice that I don't talk about enough. And I should, because they are wonderful spirits that are here for us. So yeah, good luck with studying. Yes, I will hopefully have a good rest after my stream. Eternal Peace, if you're still around, let me know what you would like a reading on, and I can get right to that for you. Oh, interesting. Well, I just wanted to let you know, Eternal Peace, that I am currently setting a boundary in terms of not doing love-related readings. So if you have another question, I can do that. I know it's not like exactly love if it's in terms of damaging your relationship. Well, I mean, it's your partner. I prefer not to do relationship, romance, or love readings. It's just not what I'm comfortable with. So if you have a different question, I'd be happy to do that instead. Also, hello, Belka, the Type Queen. Welcome to the stream for the first time. Or yeah, well, first time chat. Maybe you've been here before. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you're doing well. You want to know about your spiritual journey? All right. Did you want a reading that's sort of like what's coming up, maybe? Oh yeah, I think it was Geeking Goddess. I think I had raided, and then yeah, and then you may have, I think I remember that a couple days ago I did raid someone who had a username like that. Past life connections. If it's like to do with like if you mean like did I have a past life connection with this person, then that's something I'm not well versed in. I think it's like in if I look at it in a different way, I'm not good at like I am not comfortable doing readings where it involves like trying to read another person, which I did do one earlier, and it was sort of like a risky one because I don't feel very confident in those in reading other people because of the fact that like other people have different energies and they have they can make different choices, they can change things, they have their own thought patterns. Sometimes readings and cards can't go into that as deeply as we as would do justice for the question or situation. So I try to avoid like very people-based things or like exact people-based things. Yeah, glad it makes sense. Right, for Eternal Peace, let's look forward at your spiritual journey. Oh. We have the Six of Swords again, and the Devil as well. And the Nine of Wands. So, Eternal Peace, do you do much shadow work, or are you familiar with what shadow work is? Yes, I am seeing this strong theme around like exploring what attachments you have at the moment and what things are causing negative thought patterns and things that are really like holding you back from being able to what's bringing you down. I think in your spiritual journey it could be a good time to explore any type of spirituality work or spiritual work, whether that's like within shadow work, whether that's like witchcraft, whether that's some sort of like paganism. I don't know what your practice is, but whatever the context of your practice is or anything you've been looking at, it's definitely a good time in your spiritual journey to start looking at healing. A lot of healing. Because when we see here the Nine of Wands, it's implying this like recovery or healing period that has come after a lot of work. So all of these wands, a lot of work, and yet you're still standing. Like you get back up again. And the Six of Wands being associated with moving on from something, taking what like is important to you and moving forward and beyond. So it's a good time to sort of take stock of what's going on at the moment, what's most important to you, what you really care about. Analyze them in terms of like the devil is about unhealthy attachments, connections, um, anything that you might be holding onto that doesn't serve you, and you might be aware of these things that don't serve you, yet you hold on to them. So listen to yourself and your intuition, and trust in what you're picking up, essentially, because it seems like you are aware. Here we have the Five of Swords. You're aware of what's happening, and whether like you're not, it's not like you're the cause of it, but it's sort of like if you continue leaving it unchecked, you're perpetuating what's happening. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't take action about it, or if you don't acknowledge it, or do something because you know what's happening, you're just gonna keep sitting there with your swords and looking around and like perpetuating the cycle of it. And using spirituality and like spiritual work can help with this, help you dive into things and help you understand the bigger picture, or even understand yourself more. Just had a sip of water, so if anyone else hasn't drank water in the last 20 minutes or so, make sure you have some water. Does that make sense, Eternal Peace, with how I've been explaining the cards? There's definitely a very strong potential for you to find healing with this work, and a lot of it to do with like you, yeah, doing something about the things that you're seeing and noticing. You are welcome, Eternal. And especially considering what you did ask about your partner, that might be a good spot to yeah, consider in terms of any self-reflection or what you might do, because you know, like you have something in your mind that you know because of about this. Alright, Kara, if you're still around here, let me know what you would like a reading on, and I appreciate your patience as well. Just calling out again, Kara the best. If you are still in the stream here, let me know what your question is or what you're after for a reading. It's just Kara left in the queue. So I'm waiting to see if they're still here. Hello, Vanna Not White. Welcome into the stream. Dream, I already did a reading for you today, right? I think I did. I think you were like the first one or the second one. Usually I try not to do double ups in the same stream. Oops. Yeah, usually I try to do it like one reading per person per stream. Also helps me manage my time since I usually stream late, so I need to make sure I head to sleep at a good time. I'm not sure if Kara is here still, so I'm going to move forward in the queue for now, and then if they come back today or in another stream, then I will get to them. Vanna, could you let me know what you would like a reading on? Just to go over my guidelines, I can do general messages, I can do specific questions, I can do readings from deities, Hellenic deities, I can do readings from angels, or just from the universe or from the decks themselves. I don't do romance/love/relationship readings. I also don't read on finance, medical, legal, or crisis. Recently auditioned for a few different roles for a video game. I was wondering if maybe casting would like my takes or I'd hear back. Interesting. Let's see. That's a tricky one because it does rely on like other people. It's difficult to say yes or no about those things. So High Priestess, trusting intuition, and about the hidden Knight of Pentacles, about taking action on a new journey, something to do with wealth or monetary stuff. And the Emperor. considering these cards in relation to your question. I am getting the sense of like independence and like success and independence. But also this idea of like self-reflection and contemplation, and also some sort of new path or opening coming up, and trusting in your intuition and the hidden. Is it an indie game? Like, is the video game an indie game, or is it a not so indie game? Triple A. That is big. Triple A. It's quite unclear. It's very much like, it's just like this card, the Two of Pentacles is very like weighing up options. It seems like it'll be quite competitive. Like, you know, it's a triple A, of course it's going to be competitive. And I think it's like no matter what result you're going to hear back in terms of this casting, whether or not it's a yes or a no, like whether you like move on, it's going to like lead to some sort of opportunity for you, whether it's working with this one or being a path that allows you to pursue something else. And there's also the sense with these two cards that you have to... So like the Priestess is about like intuition and what's hidden, and the Emperor is about like this structure and confidence and like being your own boss. And I think it's also this idea of not allowing I don't know if you're new to it, like I can't, it's like not allowing the intimidation of it all to get to you. Don't like, and really like trust in your own abilities and where you put them. It's not as easy as like, oh, the moon, yeah, there we go, intuition hidden again. It's not so much about the yes or no of if you're going to get into this. It's more so like, what do you get out of the outcome that is going to come your way? Like a lot of these cards are very like to do with yourself more than like, I feel like they're very like self, like the High Priestess is very much about like you and what you embody, and the Emperor is about you and what you embody, and the Hermit is about inner reflection and yourself. So I'm sorry, I'm not really giving a very clear answer of like yes you'll hear back or not. It's also one that's very difficult because it will change. In saying that, I mean, when you do a reading, it's about the current energy. Even if I said yes or no now, doesn't mean it might be yes or no, because anything can change at any moment. I am sensing there's a lot of deliberation happening, so it's not like you're completely like being pushed to the side. It's very much a, this is in progress and they're considering what you have to offer. But also there's something that you're not seeing or something that you are seeing. It's like whether or not you're seeing whatever it is, you need to allow yourself to admit it to yourself. So that's what the Moon and the High Priestess is about. Either way, this is a good path for you, what you're trying to do. And this is without knowing the context of your career. Like I don't know if you're already like in it, if this is just one of many things that you have done, if you've already achieved a lot in voice acting, I believe it is, if you're doing casting for a video game. You're gonna see something good as a result of this, whether or not that's a yes or no, like a straight yes for this, no matter what. You're going to possibly make some new connections from this that will lead to good things. Chariot, willpower and determination. If I had to give you a yes or no, it'd be a yes. Though things like this is risky to like give you an answer and like not disclaim that it might change. And hearing back can mean many different things. You can hear back good things, not so good things, redirections. When I see the Three of Cups come forward with the Chariot coming forward, it's like, and also the Knight of Pentacles. Like as I said, I find it hard to say yes or no whether or not you'll hear back. And there are things that lean towards yes, and also this energy of like this whatever happens with this thing, it'll be helpful on your path and career. I keep getting this for some reason. I'm not sure why. Five of Wands. Oh, it's the Five of Wands is about the competition. Very competitive. Not just for the people submitting, but also for the people deciding. It's hard for them to decide. Hard for them to decide who's... Yeah. In any case, I do wish you the best of luck because it's a big thing to audition for a AAA game, and I imagine it is really nerve-wracking. That's why you're asking about it. And of course, you'd want to hope for the best. You'd want to hope for the best, and it must be really it must be meaningful to you. That's why you're asking. And if you ever end up coming back to the stream, let me know, like, if you do hear back, because that'd be cool. Do you do, like, voice acting? Like, have you done voice acting before? And have you, like, voice acted in other projects before? Or are you sort of, like, in that stage of, like, auditioning for things and seeing where you might, like, get your foot in the door? I'm just curious because it's cool. Like, voice acting is a really cool venture. Dream it possible. If you're still here, I will make an exception and do another reading for you. Just let me know what you'd like a reading on, and you'll be the last reading of tonight, for tonight's stream. So I'll just close the queue there. Fenna, you booked commercials for voiceovers and had game auditions. Oh, that's really cool that you've done, like, commercial voiceovers. Though they are quite different from game ones, and yeah, voice acting can be quite hard to, like, break into. I know you know that. I have a very niche thing where I really want to voice act for a Minecraft roleplay one day. I love Minecraft roleplays, like cinematic roleplays. People get really creative with how they do them. And that's sort of like, I love Minecraft. I've played it ever since I was in year 7. So that was like a decade. I've played Minecraft for like a decade and it's one of my favorite games. So one day I want to voice act in one of those kind of projects. Alright, Dream, let me read your question. Can you tell me why my best friend goes to me after... Why your ex-best friend ghosted you after disagreements? Whatever the disagreement was, it meant more to him than it may seem. It... There was something he thought, like, he had in mind, he expected, or like he had a impression of initially. And then when this disagreement happened, it really got him to think about, like, oh well, maybe there are better places and better things for me to do. And it may have felt like to him that it was quite like he may have considered, oh, okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to change this person's mind, or like your mind in this case, Dream. So rather than trying to get you to change your mind on something, he decided that it might be better to just move onwards and to not try and to not try and do something about it. And maybe for a while, like it was something that was like has been there for a little while already, and he was already thinking about like with the Two of Wands, he was already like considering his next move and his next plans. And this situation might have been like the catalyst or instigator, like the sort of turning point for him. So even if it may seem like a silly disagreement, maybe to him it wasn't as much of just silly disagreement. That may be why he doesn't want to talk about it. Oops. Oh well, devil, yeah. Devil being attachments. Any attachments or obsessions and stuff and such. Yeah, I think for this, it's like he's interpreting the situation as bigger than it may seem for you. It doesn't necessarily mean like one's right and one's wrong. It just means that perspectives can differ. And when, like for him, he sees it as something big and significant to that's enough to like do what he did, which is not nice, but that may be what he's thinking. I think he's like interpreting it a bit as like, oh, like it shook me to my core, like that kind of thing. Like for him, it's like, oh, it shook me to my core. It like really like it didn't. Maybe as I said, like he had a perception of things, and then whatever happened didn't match his perception of things. So it kind of got him to Five of Cups. Yeah, exactly right. So he was seeing like half the truth and wasn't seeing the other side of the truth. I don't think he was intentionally being malicious about it. I think it's just his perception of what happened is different from what your perception is of what happened. And he was ready to go and move on for whatever reason, if that makes sense. Does that make sense for you, Dream? Yeah. Well, this isn't like it isn't saying whether he's right or wrong or anything. It like you were wondering about his perspective, and this is what's coming through in terms of how he saw things. And sometimes people will be like that, you know, if even when they are the one who may have misstepped or done something that they shouldn't have done, they might still think that, you know, like they have then an entire person, an entire individual with their own perceptions of life and experiences, and as you said, like people around him. I think we're here with the Four of Swords. This idea of like he's put it to rest. Like he hasn't. I think he hasn't brought it up, or he's avoiding talking about it because he thinks if he doesn't bring it up, that means he's putting it to rest. So it's like he thinks it's done. It's done if he doesn't talk about it. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna pull for that one. It sounds like it's a difficult situation and not an easy one to navigate. But yeah, I hope that that provided some insight in some sense or some perspective. It can be difficult to know, really. Like for sure, because as I said, it's like an entirely different person with their own mindsets and views and perspectives. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those things where it's difficult to get like closure from just like a reading or like from trying to speculate about what someone's thinking. But it's good that you've been able to move on from it because yeah, like sometimes people who are really close to us, they will do things like that. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of our queue. And I appreciate everyone who joined us today for our readings and hung out and lurked in the backgrounds or even requested a reading. Um, just to note again, you can donate if you feel called to my Ko-fi. It really helps me and supports me in delivering these free readings. And I'll be streaming weekly free readings, so feel free to join in again. Drop a follow if you are here but you haven't followed yet, so you can be notified of when I stream again. And you can also check out my links in my about for other places you can find me, and all of my streams get uploaded to my YouTube channel. And I do plan to start doing some recorded readings for the YouTube channel as well if you're interested in that. And yeah, dream onwards and upwards indeed. There are good things coming for you. So yeah, I'm sure it will be great. But yeah, so feel free to check out my YouTube as well, and I'll upload things. I appreciate everyone being here and spending time with me. And once again, we will find a channel to raid because that's a fun thing and a fun way to connect with others. We'll stream again next week. Alright, let's see. Raid channel. And also good night everyone as well, and have a good day. this one. Alright, chosen a channel to read. Thank you again, everyone. See you next time at the next stream.